You're like a supernova, you light up my dark, you burn me like fire, and tear me apart, and when I think it's over, you suck me in like a black hole. Floating in your universe, baby, orbiting around you, got me hypnotized, feeling so scared, need you to save me. It's like you're my savior and my demise.
My hair is real intense today. I look like Hermione. Oh, Ronald, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Hello everyone, my name is Trianala, but you can always just call me Tria or Kinsey, I don't really care. And guys, today we're going to be doing a full review on the new Google Home Mini. That is right guys, I have had the new Google Home Mini for about 2 or 3 weeks now and have been using it pretty regularly. So I do have a few things to say about it, so if you are excited to watch this full review, then keep on watching. Into the actual review, just a little description of the new Google Home Mini. It is basically the smallest component of the Google Home line. You have the regular Google Home, the mini version, and you also have the huge, really big one that's like $400. That's pretty sick. I want that one too, but I have to get that one way later. But also, it does the exact same thing as the other ones. It has Google Assistant built into it, so it works directly from your phone or directly from whenever you say, "Okay, Google." And I wonder how many people's devices I actually just set off by saying that. It will hook up to any smart devices that you have around your home. So a smart TV, you can hook it up to that and be able to watch it, anything really, a Netflix, Hulu via Chromecast. It also works with the Hue light bulbs. You know, you've seen those in the stores, the ones that you plug in and they do all kinds of different colors. They're really cool. They're smart light bulbs. So the Google Home will pair up to that as well, and you will be able to turn your lights on and off, dim them, lighten them, change the color, set the mood, or anything like that. And then also connects to any kind of like thermostat in your house. So if you wanted to be a higher temperature or a cooler temperature, you can say change the temperature and it will according to what you say. Also works with cool applications like Spotify, playing it directly from your phone, or Google Music if you have a subscription for that. And just like any other review that I have done in the past, we're going to do pros and cons. Look at the good stuff first and then move on to the not so good stuff if there is any. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first pro. So the first pro I do have on the Google Home Mini is going to be the price of the device. This device here is going to run you $49.99. Now, I purchased it during the holiday season, so they were running a little special, and I got mine for $29.99. So, bam, even better. But retail price normally is around $50. And in my opinion, that is going to be a lot better than the actual bigger Google Home. Because the bigger Google Home cost $129, and primarily they do the exact same things. So, I definitely think that the Google Home Mini, this one that I have, is going to be a better bargain for your money, a better bang for your buck, if you will, because it does the exact same thing as the regular Google Home. The Google Home is about, you see this guy right here, it is like a little pebble, it is very small. The Google Home is about that much taller than it if you were to stand it up right beside each other. I don't have one to show you. I wish I did, but I don't. But they do the exact same thing, and this one is a cheaper device, and it's also a smaller device. So if you are somebody that has been looking for a Google Home or Google Home Mini, me personally, I would actually prefer to get the Google Home Mini because, like I said before, it is $50 compared to $129. It takes up a little bit less space, and honestly, in my opinion, it actually does look a little bit better as well. The color scheme looks a little bit cleaner, and it's a lot smaller, so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. The next pro I have on the Google Home Mini is going to be the portability of the device. With the Google Home Mini being so small and compact like it is a lot easier to carry around with you. Now, be warned or know that it does not work very well when not plugged into the wall. It does have to have a power source to it and be plugged in for it to work. That's what I have noticed on my end while using it, that if I ever unplug it, it doesn't particularly work. But it would definitely be easier to carry around with you. Let's say if you went traveling somewhere or if you moved house, then you could it'd be a lot easier to take this with you, throw it in your purse or in your backpack, than taking the regular larger Google Home or the big giant Google Home Max. And the next pro I do have on the Google Home Mini is going to be the actual look of it whenever it is inside your house. Unlike the original Google Home that kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, I felt like, with the red and black duo coloring, this one actually is a lot cleaner in my opinion. It is a black on, it has like a orange bottom here, but the rest of the entire thing is black. You can get this in the black color. It's kind of like a charcoal, a sand color, which is like a whiter color, and then there is a coral color as well. I chose the black one because I thought that was just the prettiest, and it does live up to the name of it being pretty. If you have this sitting on anywhere, like any table, any nightstand, if you have it sitting on like a mantelpiece above your fireplace or anything like that, it actually does look really nice and it looks really classy. It does not stick out like a sore thumb or too bulky to where you can obviously tell that there is something there, like there is some kind of assistant or some kind of tech there. It could just be used as a decoration if you really wanted it to be, because it does fit in that category, but it's not a decoration. Not by a long shot, but it does look really nice in your house whenever you just have it sitting there. And the last pro I do have on the Google Home Mini is going to be the actual Google Assistant. Now, if you already have an Android device, you know the usefulness of the Google Assistant. In my opinion, it is going to be the greatest actual voice assistant in any kind of smart device because it just recognizes more. I've had an iPhone before and I also have a MacBook now, and I tried to use Siri on it and Siri cannot understand me as well as the Google Home Assistant does, or Google Assistant in general. Of course, you can tell it simple things like how's the weather, or give it like trivia, like what's the population of the United States, or something along those lines. You know, simple Google questions. But since it does connect to all these other devices, all the other smart devices, you can give it pretty complicated terms, complicated sentences, and it will understand and pick up what you are saying. And if you don't know the name of a song and you are subscribed to Google Music, you can give Google Home a couple of words, or like play the song that has this lyric in it, or play the song that goes like this, and they can pull it up for you and actually play the song from there. So it's actually a really smart device compared to other ones that I've seen. And now we have completed the pros on the Google Home Mini. Now let's go ahead and move on to the cons. Meow. The first con I did find with this device is the actual speaker quality. I'm not going to say that it is bad by any means because it's not, but you do get the downside with having such a small device like this compared to a larger one that can put out a higher volume. This one only has one speaker inside of it, and Google, they do announce it, they do like describe it as a 360 sound because it's just in a circle, so it goes straight up and bounces off whatever wall it's hitting. So that is a cool way to look at it, but since it's just a single speaker inside, the sound can be lacking a little bit compared to the regular Google Home, or definitely the Google Home Max, that big mamma jamma. Now, I will say that the Google Home Mini does get pretty loud, but it just gets loud. There's not very much bass to it, or very much, distinguishing between one sound and the other. It does get a tiny bit distorted at max volume and can sound a little bit tinny at certain, in max volume, but it is not that bad. If you are somebody that is super particular about the speakers that they do have and they want it to be top notch all the time, then this device may not be the one for you. And the next con I did find with the Google Home Mini is that there are definitely no discerning volume up, volume down keys, and it took me quite a while to actually figure out where they are, because I was just like, how do I turn this down? And I kept having to say, hey Google, turn the volume down or turn it up, something like that. But if you look at it direct straight on, volume up, volume down, and then long press to activate Google Home or Google Assistant just manually, or you can actually say the words, but it's here. I did not know that. So volume up and volume down, and it took me so long to figure that out. I kept going like,
how do I turn it off? Or not off, but like how do I turn the volume down?
And I do wish that there was just a little bit of indication and maybe a little plus sign or a minus sign underneath here or something, or on the side, just so you'd be able to know where it's at from the get-go. Because if you are somebody that is not used to handling technology, then you would never figure that out unless it was by accident. So I do wish they would have put just a little bit of something there to let you know where it's at. And the last con that I did find with the Google Home Mini is that it will not work unless it is plugged up to its cord. Now this is in my opinion. If you have found a way to get it to work not plugged up to the cord, then please let me know, but I cannot get this to work. It does not seem to work without being plugged up. Now I do understand that it is its power source, but whenever I purchased it, I thought that it was going to be able to charge a certain amount, and then you were going to be able to take it off the charge and then take it with you and put it in different rooms if you were going different areas. But it doesn't. If you take it off the charger, it shuts it off completely. So if I was to say, okay Google, nothing's gonna happen. It's completely turned off. It won't even talk to you at this point. And I know this one is being very nitpicky because of course it does have to have a power source, but I wish that it just had a little bit of extra charge just in case you needed it, where you could take it around with you if you needed to, but you can't. Unfortunately, you can't. And guys, that is going to be my review on the Google Home Mini. I really hope that you did enjoy, because I really do enjoy this device a lot. I do use it quite a lot on my own because I'm super lazy and I just like to use voice recognition for everything. Like set the timer, or wake me up at this time, or, you know, play Perfect Duet by Beyonce and Ed Sheeran. I love that song so much. But guys, I'm gonna end the video here. If you liked it, please click up that like button and then subscribe if you want to. If you want to see other videos that I post, and when I post them, click the little bell down at the bottom there, and I will see you guys later.